What's up guys, Stephanie with AmericanMuscle.com, and this is my review of the Gibson Catback Exhaust fitting the 2015 and up fastback V6 Mustang. This catback from Gibson is going to be for the S550 V6 owners out there that are looking for a 2.5-inch catback that's going to have a deep and smooth tone that is loud but that isn't going to be too rowdy or have the neighbors complaining. The Gibson here is going to replace that factory resonator with an aftermarket resonator, and even though the system is going to keep the resonator style mid-pipe, it is going to open up some sound for sure, as you guys already heard from the sound clips. So unlike some of the other V6 catback options that are out there, like the boreless systems, this system actually steps the piping diameter up a notch and is a full 2.5-inch system from tip to tip. And this one here is the full stainless steel version that is going to end in 4.5-inch polished stainless steel /cut tips. Gibson does offer this same system with black ceramic from behind the mid-pipe and back if you prefer that look too. And stainless steel is always a great option for the cars that see all different types of road conditions, since it is going to offer corrosion resistance, and both systems come with Gibson's lifetime limited warranty, and all of Gibson's products are made in the US. The main component of a catback is always going to be the mufflers, and these catbacks are going to include Gibson's CFT SuperFlow mufflers, which are mufflers that have a baffled and chambered design. They have no internal packing, and they're more of a resonance chamber design that forces the exhaust through directional tuning ports to get more of a tuned exhaust note that has minimal interior drone and an aggressive sound. Even though this catback does come with that resonator style mid-pipe, it's not going to be what I would call quiet. When it comes to sound, Gibson is working towards an aggressive muscle car sound with the SuperFlow mufflers, and what I think is nice is that the resonance chambers in the mufflers do a bit of quieting down to get more of that tuned sound. This isn't going to be a loud just to be loud system that has a lot of distortion or popping going on with it. If we compare this to factory, we are going to notice a pretty big difference even at idle. But I would say though that as the RPMs climb, this catback maintains some of that stock sound. It hits a point where it doesn't really get any louder as the RPMs increase, but it just maintains sound. It's not really raspy like some other systems that I've heard either. There is a little hint of a raspy note in there, but I describe it more as a deep tone that's really pretty smooth with no popping and maybe a little bit of gurgle to it. Overall, I'd say that this system has a good balance between quiet and loud, and so I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 on the loudness scale. If you're just looking for loud, then there are some other options on the site that might suit you better than this one right here, and the same goes for people that are looking for something a little bit quieter. There aren't really many options when it comes to catbacks for the S550 V6 at this time. You're really only looking at a few offerings from Borla for your high-end items, and then Gibson and Mac for those that do not want to spend that much. The price is going to change depending on which version of this catback that you choose to go with, but you're looking at right around $800 for this version right here with the stainless steel tips, or for about $120 more you can have the black ceramic version instead. You do have to pay a little bit more for this coating, but if that's what you're looking for, then it's still not a bad deal. And honestly, these systems don't sound bad despite not costing an arm and a leg. When it comes to the install, you're going to be looking at an easy 1 out of 3 wrenches on the scale when we look at difficulty. This is considered a direct bolt-on item, so you won't need to cut anything or modify anything to get it installed. All that you're really going to need is a socket set, and a lift would certainly make things easier, but the job can be done on stands as well. You're going to be removing your exhaust from the resonator back, and an extra set of hands can make things easier for you here. You will be moving over your hangers to the new catback, so I just recommend taking them off with the factory exhaust when you drop that. It will make the swap a little bit easier for you. The only other thing you'll reuse are the front clamps off of the resonator for the front of the new resonator, and when you go to install your new setup, as usual, it's probably a little bit easier if you start by hanging the mufflers first. The catback does come with 2 new clamps, but these clamps are really the bottom of the barrel as far as exhaust clamps go. Personally, I'd probably grab some brand new clamps, but these will get the job done if you don't want to be that picky. You can figure on spending about an hour or 2 from start to finish to get all of this done. Overall, the Gibson Catback is one of the more affordable catbacks that are available for the S550 V6, even if you do go with the more expensive black ceramic version. And as you heard, it gives an aggressive sound but without being over the top loud. It's a full 2.5-inch catback that comes complete with a resonator mid-pipe, and it's a direct bolt-on install that requires no cutting. You can check this catback out some more online for yourself, and for all things Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.